Feels so good to be in Club Kottontale. Hello, motherfuckers, and welcome to the first of 2021 and the first in a long time, like a really long time. Quiet gaming with Kottontale. And I have 3 days until I move. Can you even imagine? Because I can't. Let's get some content spread. Now, if you are brand new to my channel, this is a random content channel. I do what I want, when I want, however the fuck I want to. I'm a very chatty individual, but sometimes I know I'm not going to be that chatty with myself. If someone pops in, I'll still chat with them. But usually it's just me, myself, and I, and I'm not feeling very chatty with me, myself, and I today. So hence, quiet gaming with Cottontail. We do even have silent gaming with Cottontail where I literally don't talk the whole time. It's like mime Amber up in this bitch. But I'll talk when I feel like talking in this one. I don't foresee that much talking for a variety of reasons. One, my voice is slowly but surely dissipating, but I also don't foresee me being super chatty because I don't foresee people popping in to the meeting. So so we will have Mime Amber here in a moment for the toke after I am done spreading the content. My current roommate wanted to toke, so I'm going to toke this bowl with them. Probably going to toke again after that bowl and put crumble on top of that one. Whereas this bowl is just a normal bowl, no crumble or anything like that. Live right motherfucking now. Come say hello, Cottontails. Come chill, come chat, come chill with me. First quiet gaming with Cottontail of 2021, you see? Oh, I love rhyming. Especially when I don't mean to do it. Oh, my whole morning was just like, it's almost 2 o'clock. I had planned on starting this meeting at like noon, but I just was packing. Like, once I get into a groove, it's like, can't stop, won't stop. But my room, other than, the stuff Friday night, like everything that's in my room right now, I use on a daily basis, or it brings me joy because I have like little action figures and things underneath my TV, but that brings me the utmost joy. So we'll pack those up Friday night or even Saturday morning. No, I'll probably pack it up Friday night because I'm gonna pack up my PlayStation Friday night. Alright, perfect. Live right motherfucking now. Come say hello, Cottontails. A little bit of quiet gaming with me. Alright, let's go. Alright, and Kottontale's Mooiisstt has shared a link. Perfection. If perfection was a thing. Aw, hey, Mermy. Oh, I imagine you're tuning in while the little ones are down for their nap. So we'll be hearing a knock and then we will go mime amber for a moment. Mime amber is when you can see my mouth moving but you won't be able to hear anything. You should be able to hear me right now, yeah. Sometimes mime amber be popping up when I least expect her, so come in. My voice is definitely raw. My voice is definitely raw. Yeah, I don't think I will have a voice on Saturday. Um, it's yeah, I don't know. My I don't even fully know why. I think it's the weather, in all honesty, because I haven't been coughing exorbitantly amount. It doesn't hurt. It's just literally raspy as all fuck. And we did get a lot of winter air, and all the surrounding areas got snow, but we didn't get any snow up here. Uh, like Vancouver got snow, different portions of Portland and the surrounding areas got snow, but we didn't get any snow up here, but we definitely got that winter air. So I think that like the mixture of packing stuff, which is like lifting up dust that's been sitting for years, you know, in some cases. So you have all this random dust and then the cold air and then having to watch a 2.5 year old and being like no like a bunch of times a day. My voice is pretty haggard. That's a huge reason why I chose to do the quiet gaming. Essentially, if you weren't here, Mama, I would be not talking. Well, I probably would still talk, just like only when I felt like talking, which, let's be honest, is a lot sometimes. But yeah, I'm also not trying to keep it at a low decibel, just because if I go any higher, it does start to crack. What I need to do is get some like sore throat tea. I've been drinking my peach tea, which is delicious. And I'm not gonna lie, like for one, I wish that I hadn't eaten all that jerky before bed. I don't regret it because it was so fucking good. But I wish that I had not opened it last night because I could eat it midday. Like right now, some teriyaki jerky sounds so fucking good. But I smashed that bag, mom, and it was dank. So dank. Oh man. Smash Town population, this bitch right here, like for reals. Oh, also, to anyone else, because there, could be some new Cottontales, but my Mermie, I don't think she has seen what I'm currently working on in Minecraft. Um, so this is a world, I'm pretty sure you've seen this world in the past with all the different pixels and my face pixel right over there. But so what I'm working on right now is this giant rainbow box, and you can see there's a bunch of pixels on the inside of it. And my Mermie already knows, but for other people, this is all pixelations representative of my last romantic relationship, which was a relationship that ended in marriage. That's actually one of our wedding photos right there. It resulted in a child, whom is our rainbow baby. Hence the reason I'm putting it in a rainbow box, because everything that's inside this rainbow box led up to me getting my child. So instead of going all manic ex-girlfriend type of shit on it and blowing it up with TNT, which I still stand by, that would be kind of fun. But instead of blowing it up with a bunch of TNT, we're just going to encapsulate it in a giant rainbow box and keep the memories forever, but not have to look at them every time we come into this world and we want to work on something else. We don't have to see all of these pixels that make me think about a time in my life that, I don't like to think about it. Like the last, from 2013 to now, because I'm moving on Saturday, finally. I'm finally moving. Um, it's been a long time coming, and it's just the sort of thing that when you have a lot of triggers, you have to be mindful to not do things that are going to trigger you. And this triggers me every single time I look at this. It floods memories and thoughts and feelings and lots of hatred. And it's like, we don't need all those feelings combating our brains. They do enough fucking combating on their own. So we're just going to encapsulate it. Um, we've been working on this for a little bit. It actually started as a different design where we were going to like put this like triangle design in it. And it was looking cool until it was completely uneven. And I was like, you know what? Let's just go basic bitch instead of try and go all mosaic on it. So we went basic bitch with a little bit of twinge. It's me. I can't just do straight lines. Oh, yes, thank you. I'm very much enjoying it. I haven't opened the cans yet, but I plan to do that today. So, I'm going to reset myself back up because we're going to toke and then just build. We have this color in my hand, or I should say Rainicorn's hand, um, because that's the next color we're going to do. We're going to do the magenta, and then we're going to come back up to the green. Now, I don't know how much we're going to get done in this meeting because I have no idea how long content ever goes for. But especially today because I started a whole lot later. Also, I didn't cut my hair, although it looks like I did. It looks like I chopped off all my hair, but I totally didn't. Oh, what up, Wheels? Thank you. Thank you as always for spreading that moist content and leaving your opinion. Always appreciated. But yeah, usually I end the meeting at 3. This meeting is not going to end at 3. Will I help Justin monitor Rainbow's nap while he's still up? Because he shouldn't go to bed till 4:30 unless, he tells me that he's going to bed early. But he's supposed to, monitor her until 4:30 and she goes down for nap at 3. So, um, I'll still, probably help because I want her to take a nap because if she doesn't take a nap, that hinders our evening. But, kind of wanted to stare at my face, but I really, really like my box, so we're gonna put ourselves back where we were. at the beginning. Yeah, I figured my mermaid had seen this. She's like, yes, I have. And I already know that was to her seeing this world. This world is an old world. A lot of the pixels created, like the last pixel that I created here would have been that moose, the giant moose and the giant piece of pie, and there's a little koi fish there. And that was in 2018. So other than the rainbow box, the last time we worked in this world would have been 2018, and would have been those pixels. We've came to this world since then, but we didn't do any building because I like to come here because there's just a bunch of really awesome pixels. So you can have the pixels in the background. Mm. You're awesome. I get it from my mama. Oh, I'm just getting my bowl all loaded. My skin is looking fantastic. I do find it super hilarious that it looks like I just cut off all my hair because it's back in a ponytail. I really love the colors right now, though. I'm loving my hair, which is good because it'll be a while before I can dye it. Like, basically, hair dye is a frivolous buy. So, you pick and choose what you're going to frivolous buy. And since I'm getting my nipples pierced on the 13th, that's definitely a frivolous buy. It's not something that I need, it's something I desire. Just like my hair, it's not something well, my hair is a little wishy-washy because it is in some cases something that I need and desire because having colorful hair puts me in a phenomenal mood. It just makes me happier. And anytime that I can boost my mental health, that's a positive thing. So, in some cases, dyeing my hair is a necessity. And those are words of my therapist because she even, she says all the time, the little things that we can do for ourselves that make our life more meaningful and easy. It may seem mundane to even ourselves sometimes, but if it brings us joy, do it. So, dyeing my hair brings me joy. So I do it. So I'll always budget that in. Nipples, definitely frivolous, but it's going to bring me joy. I'm excited. I I imagine that they probably, see all types of boobs, so they want to make sure that it's looks the best for the breast that they're doing. I am gonna toke a little. I just got it loaded up. I don't want to tilt it. Well, actually, I could tilt it with that because if it falls, it will fall into my hand. But you can kind of see the bowl has a nipple itself. And that's some crumble. A little bit of that Miracle Wrap. So we have our pink cookies, our Opal Alice, topped with some sugar wax. I call it Miracle Wrap, but it in fact is Miracle Whip. In the store, I saw WAP. I did not see an H. I saw that, so, whip is WHIP. So I didn't see the HI. I did not see the high in whip. All I saw was an A. The high was like, hey, I'm an A. And I was like, ooh, Miracle WAP. How you doing? Hell yeah. Cheers to you, Wills. And cheers to my mermy. Cheers all around. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm not gonna lie, it's a quiet gaming because I need to keep my tone of level down, but also, I just wasn't feeling chatty with myself, so I always hope to get other people to chat to when I'm not really feeling like chatting with myself, so I appreciate it. Also, it's been years since we had a quiet gaming with Kottontale, so that's what's up. Yummy. Oh, that's so superb. Mm. Oh, so, well, it's so, it's like she can read. It's like she's my mom or something, you guys. Um, it's funny that you say that because I have been thinking about going pixie short again, but I love being able to braid my hair. I love the length of it. And if I was to chop this would take a lot of my happiness. This is going to take all of this opportunity because this right here is opportunity. This can become damn near any color I want it to be. If I chop this off, I will then have my natural hair color, which could be any color I want to be, but it's a process to get brown hair to be light enough to achieve the stuff that I do. You have to be platinum blonde to get this type of achievement. Like, you want a pastel color like this, your hair has to be white blonde beforehand. And if it's any sort of tint of yellow, you're going to have to choose a pastel that looks good with that tone. You know? So I definitely, I'm not going to chop my hair, but I have been, wanting to. But yeah, I've actually been thinking about what colors I want to do next. I wish we could achieve this right here. This fucking color is so beautiful. Like, can I get that all over my head? But the way that we achieved that color was it was a faded blue, so we'd have to like this could possibly get to that color, but we'd have to let this fade a lot. Like a lot. And blue's pretty stubborn. So we'd have to let the blue fade a lot and then put magenta on top of it and let it fade because that's how we got this. We put magenta on top of the blue and then it faded into this beautiful lavendery lilac-y color. So fucking pretty. I love my hair right now. It's so good. But hey, I mean, you can't deny I would look good with short hair. I pull off pixie cuts really well. Cheers. Talking with my mama. Going for the Jesus? You should. Oh, you already know. the big hit was achieved. This is like Gruce Fra Bra right now, like relax sensation central. Because my morning was super busy from, starting the morning off with taking my daughter's dresser downstairs. I could have waited for Saturday and had um, people take it down the stairs, but I was able to do it by myself, so why not just do it? Um, so now the only thing left in my daughter room is literally her plastic drawers that hold clothes that she uses every day. So I'm leaving it up there, until Saturday when we move. And then her clothes in her closet, which, in all honesty, I could probably just plop her clothes in the closet, potentially in the drawers, because it's a it's a plastic thing, but the clothes don't make it super heavy. It's not like it'd be different if it was a wooden dresser with stuff in it. Then it's stupid heavy. Um, a plastic one, or I could even like put the hangers in there. I can utilize the space, you know what I mean? And I'm really excited, you guys. It's gonna be stressful, but I'm ready. I'm so exhausted mentally, physically, emotionally because of other stuff that happened. Um, but, I got pain medicine for the physical stuff. I got my herbage for my mental as the usual. I'm being mindful and, I definitely haven't stretched as much as I should, but thank you to the universe and my body for working together. My body has so much adrenaline pumping through it just consistently. I already know because I haven't been stretching, but I'm still going. And officially at this point, my room is all packed up. Everything that is out right now is stuff that's going to get packed up. Like, I could maybe pack up Tamatoa. But honestly, that motherfucker and I both love the shiny things, and those gems that he's hoarding brings us joy. So, all these motherfuckers stay. Um, I left out a few of my PlayStation games, the ones that I knew I would play in the next month, just in case I don't get my video games unboxed, within a timely manner. Um, Minecraft is one of the games because I have hard copies and digital copies. I could always play any of the digital copies at any time, but my hard copies, like my Just Dance 2020, along with my moves, so I can get my dance on. We're gonna need to, put a lot of energy into that because we're just gonna have so much going on. Taking a time doing a little sweat sesh in Just Dance will be so good for us. And then my Cyberpunk 2077. That was really important, and I think maybe Sims as well. I see there's 4 games over there. So Minecraft, Cyberpunk, Just Dance 2020. So I'm thinking the other one is Sims. Let's just take a gander real quick, cause yep, yep, yep. Just Dance 2020, Sims 4, Cyberpunk 2077, and Minecraft. And, Fortnite and any other game that I have digitally downloaded. Um, and really, like, my other video games are very accessible. You're very welcome for the big hit. Hell yeah. Oh wait, I'm gonna wait just a moment. It's 2:19 and I was getting ready to hit my pipe. Might as well wait for that 420 somewhere. And for those who have been here before, you already know. Happy 420 to Texas and Graveyard Girl. 220 is a Graveyard Girl 420. She has smoked marijuana once. She used it to see if it would be fun or to see if it would help her mentally. Does not do any of those things, but she's still 420 friendly. So hell yeah, we always toke at 220 when we can for her. And my best bitch lived in Texas for a while. She had the same time zone as Graveyard Girl. I love Graveyard Girl. She's one of those individuals who is just being 100% herself on her page. She's very open and honest about the different things that she deals with mentally and some things physically, but mainly mentally. And she actually does. I don't think she's, at least I haven't came across it, any videos where she says the exact medication she takes, but she has mentioned that she does take things to help her with her depression and anxiety and things like that. See, and that's a misconception, is a lot of people think that, because she talks about, how even though she has her medicine and she's had it for a while, she still deals with certain things. You're still going to get a panic attack even though you have something that helps you with it. You're still going to be depressed sometimes even though you're taking an antidepressant. And sometimes, a lot of the time it's you try something and it may not work for you. You have to try something else. I've been very fortunate at this point that so far marijuana and mindfulness have been my medicine. But I am going to go the routes once I move to Oregon and getting my medical green card because I want to take advantage of all the things that I can do to help, for lack of better terms, keep me docile. I hate to say that word, but it's kind of, in a way, keeping me docile. I want something to help with my anger problems. I want something to help keep my moods more stabilized. I want something to help me when I have a panic attack. Those are things that are pretty debilitating, so I'd like them to be helped. And right now, marijuana and mindfulness are doing their trick, and I also know that once I move and the environment is way different, things will be way, way different. But that's also why I'm gonna like let myself get settled, but I still want to get myself extra aids. It's always good to have different tools and devices to help yourself, regardless of what those devices or tools may be. I mean, let's be honest. Club Kottontale, you're a tool. You're the best tool ever, though. Like, legitimately, my YouTube channel, my Club of Kottontales, this is my biggest thing that helps me with interactions and my social anxiety, different things behaviorally, like. And then it also is just a place where I can come and chill and be myself. It's so wonderful. So wonderful. Alright. A few little blippity blops of my vape skis. Always weirds me out because I think that my fingers should smell funny because I just got done using the vape, but it never does. See, this is supposed to be magenta, but it just looks purple to me. But technically, that's the purple. See, but the purple feels like it is a purple, but it's more blue purple. I am really glad that I decided to not destroy everything in this. I do think after the first oscillation, though, I'm going to reload a bowl. Because I'm nice and relaxed and I just want to stay here. Huge thank you to my mermie. Her YouTube is Julieta Vicente. Vicente or Vicente? I've heard it pronounced both ways, and I think it's okay either way. And a big thank you to Wheels of Steel Nation. I first met him as Crippled Gaming, and I couldn't call him Crippled Gaming, so I called him CG. And you know what fucking happened? It stuck. And then he acclimated to Wheels a while ago. He's now been Wheels for a while. But man, I couldn't say it. I couldn't say it. I just like that word crippled. It just I don't know, and it still kind of messes with me, but not nearly as much because him popping into my channel and interacting, and every time I would see his name, it would say Crippled Gaming, and I'd be triggered by it. Like it, every single time that happened, it desensitized me and helped me to get over something that's very irrational and in some cases, unnecessary, but behavioral disorder things, and especially any kind of mental, you're going to deal with things that you're like, well, fuck, I know that I shouldn't feel this way, but I still feel this way. It's like crippled is just a word, and it's a thing, you know. But I think for me, a huge part of it is that, I have been made fun of for having my mental and physical, especially the physical, because for the most part, I do really well, but every so often, the physical just goes the other way. People still call you CG? Fuck yeah! Hell yeah, mama. Super glad you were able to pop in during the nap time. Well, and I imagine you have me like, well, it's as if we have a call, but if you were to look at your phone or whatever, you also can see me. So it's almost like a video call with a video game in the background. It's like a video call with a pretty unicorn. Well, she's not a unicorn. She is just a pony. But it's funny in the fourth generation Rainbow Dash, she is a unicorn. She's actually a Pegasus. I definitely plan on making my Amber pony. She's gonna be a unicorn for sure. I haven't decided if she's gonna be a Pegasus unicorn. I and there's a certain name for it. It's like Alicorn or something like that. But I do know that I wanna have my pony be a unicorn because I'm gonna get that. Well, maybe not this exact image, but this pony, which is Rainbow Dash, the third generation Rainbow Dash. I want to get her tattooed on my right calf on the backside, and then on the right calf on the backside is gonna be the amber one, and they're gonna be in a frame because like. My right calf, I plan on getting a portion of it tattooed with like a Powerpuff Girl mural, so I definitely want to have things in frames if they're not going to be part of the mural. That's going to be fucking badass. I just love too much about the Powerpuff Girls to pick just one thing. And if I did pick one thing, I would just get bubbles. And I might do that. I thought about getting bubbles inside of a bubble. That was my original idea, but I see people that get like sleeve type things, and I always think, man, that's so badass. But really, like, I'll eventually have sleeves. They'll just be pieced together of a bunch of other stuff. Hmm. I'm going back to thinking the bubbles in the bubble would be good. Although I love Mojo Jojo. So it's like, oh, I could put him in a bubble. Just have them both floating in a bubble on my calf. See, don't get me. I love all of them though. Like I love Buttercup and especially Buttercup and Blossom. Like it's like I feel like a little bit of all of them. A little bit of a leader, a tough person, and then there's Bubbles. I definitely am the Bubbles of the group. uh, Aw, I love you, Mermy. Thank you. That's a wonderful compliment. Absolutely the best thing has been your channel. Thank you. I agree. I'm still flabbergasted that we're coming up on 5 years of content. That's like crazy to me. It's been 4.5 years, and in summer it will be five. That's just like blows my mind. I was 29 when I started making content, and I'm 34. I turned 30 with you guys. That was fucking phenomenal. December 11th, 2016. That's when I turned 30. It was my dirty, nerdy Princess 30, and I did a live stream. I made live content on my birthday. I actually did two live meetings because for me, I wanted to do what I call the Helen Hunt. And basically, there was a show with Helen Hunt back in the 90s called Mad About You, and she, when she turned 30, stood in the mirror and watched herself turn 30 at the time that she was born. And for me, I was born at 5:59 a.m., so I, you know, wanted to do that sort of thing, and I got to do it via Snapchat Smoke Sesh. So it was our phone, so I'm looking at myself on the phone, and we did that exact thing. Like, oh, you guys, I'm 29, I'm 29, oh, I'm 30. And, it was it's so cool that like I gotta do, the Helen Hunt, but in my version, in my way, very 20th century way, being that it was a live stream wickedly early in the morning, and then later on that evening, I had a bunch of friends over, and I set it up to where everyone was in frame, and we just chilled and chat in our princess dresses. I wore my wedding dress, and that was my princess dress. My best friend Nicole showed up as Cinderella. That was phenomenal. My mermie showed up and let me dress her as a princess. She wore my prom dress, which has stars, and then I paired it with purple accessories. It was phenomenal. Velma showed up, Princess Velma, who is my tattooist. Shauna showed up, but she didn't want to be on camera. She was very against being on camera. And Genesee was there, my sissy wolf. I think that was it. Sometimes I think Tasha might have been there, but I had quite a good turnout. I was very thankful. Very, very thankful. Still can't believe that I'm over 30, let alone the fact that I'm 34. And like about to embark on the next crazy portion of my life. Oh, you already know. Many more themed parties to come in the future. I love a good themed party. I know. The best part is that you've actually wore that princess outfit twice because you've wore it for my 30th, but also my 27th. Because my 27th birthday, I threw a princess isn't so without a prince. I threw a princess party. And people wonder why I like being called princess. Like, come on now, for fuck's sake. But yeah, I bought a really fancy, nice dress. I wanted to get a purple one, but I ended up getting a green one, which looked so phenomenal on me. And I was blonde at the time. I was such a pretty, pretty princess. I had phenomenal white gloves. My 27th birthday was phenomenal. My 30th was good and an experience, but my 27th was so dope. I threw a party. I had like this bed set up to where it looked like a traditional prom setup or like a mini castle. Blue Bear was dressed up. Like I had many people show up to that party. Both of my parents. Like man, that was a great party. Man, 27, 20. You know, from my 26th birthday on, I've had some pretty phenomenal birthdays. I can't say I remember my 25th, if I'm being honest. Birthdays, unless you take pictures and things like that, or do something big, like I know I remember my 29th because I got tattoos, and my boyfriend, he might have been my fiance at that time, actually, my fiance at the time. He threw me a surprise party, but I knew about it. But it also was like, I don't know, it was very weirdly done because, like, he had people come over way, way early. So, like, there was people already drunk by the time I showed up. Yeah, it was an interesting thing. And like I just wanted to be able to like chill and toke for a moment, and like I was not expecting everyone to like hover around me. That was definitely something I was not expecting. And I'll probably like encourage people never to do a surprise party for me again unless they can guarantee people aren't going to like. And see, he said that he told people like, now give her space, like don't crowd around her. But if he had said that, I would not have had the fucking type of. It's like I had an entourage, which was cool if I was into that sort of thing. But my social anxiety was just like, ah! Oh man. But if you, unless you do something big for your birthday, you won't remember it. And which is so crazy. Quarter of a century. You think I would have done something? Maybe I did. Maybe I did, and it was one of the other Ambers. Oh man. Before 25, there's just lots of memories that I don't remember, and especially my 25th birthday, my relationship that I had, my romantic relationship at that time was coming to an end. Aw, my mermai's sweeping and listening to me. I love it. I'm just building. That's what I'm doing, so you don't even need to look at the screen. Oh, damn it. I'm either building, or if you hear me toke, then I'm just standing in one spot. Oh! My controller is so... It does what it needs to, but you see how it's just spinning right now? One of the grand reasons why I need a new controller, which, those are things that are actually going on my Christmas list, or maybe even Mother's Day, because Mother's Day is coming up, but controller and a new headset are things that I need. And my poor controller, like I love this controller, so I definitely eventually will get another clear controller like this, and then I'll let Rainbow use this one. When a controller is still usable but kind of crapping out, it's good for a kid to use on it because they're gonna drop it a lot, things like that. But I do want to get myself a purple controller. Fucking, I had been waiting, waiting, waiting to get my new controller, and then I finally got my new controller, and like 3 months later, the purple controller came out. It was so disappointing. But there's something nostalgic about the clear controller. Man, I would love for them to release a clear purple one. Like, maybe the PlayStation 5 will get me with the controllers. I don't know. I honestly, I haven't really heard like it was a hype when it first came out, but I haven't heard much about the PlayStation 5 now. So to be honest, I bet you it's not that great yet. And it usually first gen consoles, like when it first comes out, they're not that great. Like I always wait for a couple reasons. Like I'm the type of person like why would I get something new if my previous console works fine? Like my PlayStation 3 works totally fucking fine. The only reason I got a PlayStation 4 is because I had started streaming via the laptop, the computer, and that crapped out. The fucking computer crapped out, but I wanted to be able to make content still. So I then like started gaming on my PlayStation 3 via my phone, like doing it that way. That was so much fun. Them with the days. But it was very tedious, so I upgraded to the PlayStation 4. So, unless I have a reason to upgrade to the PlayStation 5, we probably never will. Straight up. My PlayStation 4 does me right. And I just have the regular PlayStation 4. I don't even have a PlayStation Pro. I ain't fancy fancy, you know? I don't need to fancy fancy. Actually, I am kind of fancy fancy, but I'm like fancy on a budget. Bougie on a budget. Bougie bougie on a budget. Man, I'm definitely like that. Like, my room at my new place is going to be decorated so nice. But it's not going to be super expensive. Well, some of it will be expensive because my mermai's been spoiling me like the total princess that me and my daughter are. So, and that's her prerogative to spoil Princess Amber's how she chooses. But I'm super stoked to put up my princess canopy, and um, I have other stuff, like I have glow in the dark stars that I'm going to put up along with my canopy. But my mom also got me a dope rainbow neon light, which I'm so stoked for. Because, like, the thing is even before my actual rainbow baby existed, I've always loved rainbows. And it probably did start with the fact that basically the Wizard of Oz was kind of like my babysitter. Not like really, but that's how much I watched it day in, day out. My mom said, like, there was many years, like, there's not, like, one year where it should be like, oh, yeah, just when you were 3, you would watch it every day, twice a day. Like, no. There was probably a good, like, decade where that shit was on repeat. Like, one TV was dedicated to Wizard of Oz. I guarantee it. I'm probably the reason why we had two TVs in the house, because one had to be Wizard of Oz, and then the other one was whatever the boys wanted to watch, because I had two little brothers. But don't you fuck with my Wizard of Oz. I don't even remember watching the Wizard of Oz that much, but I know I've watched it that much because I fucking love the Wizard of Oz. And when I watch it, like, the Wizard of Oz is the type of movie, don't put it on if you're not trying to have me watch it. I don't care if it's halfway through. I will just sit down and watch. Even if it's the end, every part of that movie I just fucking love. So it's like if you don't want me to watch it, and sometimes I do it to myself. Sometimes I don't want to sit and watch, um, so I will stop it. And it's kind of hard for me sometimes too. Like the other day, I did that. I stopped it halfway through because I was watching it with Rainbow, and then I had to make dinner. So technically, I didn't even want to stop it. I had to. Oh, I love the Wizard of Oz so much. Let's go stare at Dorothy, and I'll show you the fun things I did on Dorothy. And, maybe my slight obsession with rainbows. Also, Cinderella is my favorite Disney princess, for anyone who doesn't know. I could watch Cinderella on repeat, too. But if we get close up to Dorothy, you see her shirt has little rainbows in it. So when you go far away, her shirt just looks like she's wearing a nice little white shirt, potentially with like polka dots on it. Because I want it to look like, Dorothy. So when you go back like here, you can't really tell what it is. But then you go up close, because you think, oh, okay, it's just like a plaid shirt. But nah, it's fucking rainbows. I love her ruby red slippers. They're so pretty. Oh man, she got sparkly socks, sparkly dress. Sparkly bows in her hair. Yeah, we're gonna fucking smoke with the squad. These are the additions to the squad, Lilo and Stitch and Spyro, but the main squad is Batman and his bitches, including myself. I am, in fact, one of the bitches. Little chibi She-Hulk right there, that's me. And then we have Dorothy Gale, and, you know, what is Cinderella's name? Is her name Cinderella? Is it Ella? Is it Cinder? I think that it's probably Ella, and that the whole cinder part came from the fact that when she sits next to the fire in the kitchen, the fire would plume and soot and cinders would land on her face. So, Cinderella, because she always had ash and soot on her face. That's what I think. But there's so many different renditions of Cinderella that, you know, who really knows what her name is? Your Highness, really, because she marries the prince, right? Fun fact, the ruby red slippers were stolen. I'm like offended. I can't believe. Oh, oh man. And you know what's horrible is that um it it probably was stolen by someone who isn't even a fan. They want to sell it to someone that is a fan potentially, but I would hope that a true Wizard of Oz fan would not want to hoard that for oneself. So I hope it's still missing because they can't sell it. Because I feel like if someone was to actually purchase it, like if I ever came across it, I would try to purchase it just so I could anonymous anon anonymously, we got there, right? Give it back. Just like they'd probably treat it like a bomb threat because it'd be just a random package and then they get a phone call, left something for you, you know, ruby red slipper bomb, but yeah. Man, that's horrible. Mm, 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 mm. But anyways, cheers. Almost 247. I always think about hashtag money. I really hope she's well. I know she watches the content. I can feel when she does. For one, 247, you guys, 247. Oh! See, that's like a sign of the universe being like, oh, she watches, just she for her own reasonings, she can't converse with me. Does like it is what it is, but I know she supports me because every so often I go to her channel and it shows who she subscribed to. She subscribed to Mama Kottontale and to Kottontale is Moist. So, she supports me and I love her. And today I was, packing up my stuff and I came across so many things that she gave me in the awesome care package that I'd gotten from her, which I'm looking forward to continuing because I had started reading the books. She has one of my, well, not one of my favorite books, my favorite book, Sweet Blood by Pat Graverson. I'm gonna actually get a hard copy of it, and I want her to keep that paperback. I've had that paperback book since I was about 14 years old, and I would love for her to keep my favorite book because she's one of my friends that is very much an avid reader, and I want her to have a little piece of me forever. So I'm not going to ever get that book back from her, but I do want to make sure I have her address for when I finish reading my books so I can send her books back to her. Um, and then, yeah, yeah. I do. I think about her, though. Other than when I'm packing up stuff that makes me think about her, but I feel like it's a sister sort of thing, like, because she's my soul sister. Sometimes you don't see your family for long periods of time, for whatever reason. So. Oh my gosh, back in the 50s. That's so crazy. Oh, that's so crazy. Oh, goodness. That crumble be hitting right. You know, with, coronavirus, I wonder if they have a way of testing a person to see if they've gotten it. Because I'm sure there's been people who have gotten it, but their symptoms were so mild and stuff like that, they never really knew they had it. So I'm wondering if that's like a thing, or if it's the sort of thing like, oh no, you'll know when you have it, sort of thing. Like the shortness of breath literally feels like you're dying, like you can't breathe, type of thing. But I have been curious because, there's been different levels of it and things like that. I actually know quite a few people who have gotten a COVID vaccine too. I still stand by that, if they offer it at Rainbow's third appointment, that's when I'll think about it. Before then, I'm, gonna ponder it and stuff like that. But I've gotten all my vaccinations up to this point. Why would this one be any different is my kind of thought process on it. Like, I always got all my shots, my immunizations and things like that. I always, you know, keeps you healthy. Of course, I have a lot of friends that are like conspiracy theorists. They're like, oh, do you know how bad it is for you? And I'm just like, oh, I mean, maybe. I think I'm just one of those type of people that I don't worry myself too much about things that I don't have direct control over. And if I was really, really worried, I just wouldn't get it. Because let's be honest, I almost never get my flu shot. It is said that the people who stole them back. Wait. It is said that the people who stole them put them in a paint can with rocks inside the paint can. What? Threw the paint can into a lake or a river? So I guarantee it was someone that just didn't want anyone to enjoy them. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Yeah, see, I think I might be right too, right? The soot flies making it Cinderella. Dude, I can't even put the ruby red slippers in a paint can, put rocks all up in it, and then threw it into a lake slash river. Oh man. That's so crazy. That's like, it's like, why? Oh my gosh. That's like, what? Okay, for sure. Thank you, Mermy, for tuning in, by the way. I really appreciate it. I always like when the universe is like, oh, you're gonna do it quiet gaming? I got you. Because we know that you feel chatty. You just don't feel like talking to yourself. Because that's why quiet gamings pop up. And sometimes I don't feel like talking at all, and that's a silent gaming, but very, very few have we gone all Charlie Chaplin fucking mime status. We don't do that too often. But sometimes you just don't want to talk at all. So I'm not sure what time it will be, but I'm gonna do this magenta, which I still stand by as a purple. So we're gonna do this purple, and then we're gonna do the green, and then we'll be done. Now, hopefully my hands are willing to do that too, because it does depend on my carpal tunnel, especially with moving and packing and things like that. Like, I also just realized that I have not eaten today, which is crazy because I had been doing really good about eating a bowl of cereal, but like my body's just like, we're hungry. We're so hungry. And I'm like, why am I so hungry? And it's because I haven't eaten today yet at all. Not even like some cider. I had some peach juice, so thank goodness I had that tea at least. And thank you to my mermaid for getting it for me. But damn it, I need to. Yeah. Do I have anything in here that I can nom on? I mean, only sweets, which we're not gonna do. Big. Cause I'm like legit starving right now. Damn. It may not even be my hands that stops the meeting. Well, fuck me. Now we can get a little snack. We can get something. Could always drink some milk. The milk would settle, make the sour stomach go away, but also put something in my belly. Just until I end the meeting, because I really would like to put in these two colors. Damn, I can't believe I didn't eat. Fuck. You know, I don't want to, but for my mental and physical health, I'm gonna finish this oscillation, which will be perfect. Takes it one over the pink peak. But I need to eat something. I'm gonna run myself a bath. So extra thank you to my little fluffy cottontails for popping in. My mermie, who's my mom, for those who don't know. When I say mermie, I mean mom. I call myself mermie, I call her mermie, and I've been calling her mermie. So I started calling her mermie when I really started watching Family Guy. Because there's a skit where he goes, Mom, 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 Mom. And Cartman also does it. And one time, I just, like, I added Mermy, and she was like, Mermy? And I was like, yeah, Mermy, Mermy. And it just stuck. And so I was a teenager. Like, I was a kid. It's been years now. It's probably been like 20 years, but damn, you've been Mermy for 20 years, Mom. Because I want to say I was like 14. Mm, mm, Ooh, ooh, that's ooky spooky, man. Mm. The show Ghost Adventures went to a location where Charlie Chaplin frequently visited when he was alive, and they came in contact with him. Oh man, that's like cool and creepy all at the same time. Oh, look at that. So we're gonna finish this one right here and then say our goodbyes. But I'm so mentally, physically, emotionally, all the way exhausted. So it would be the smart move is to end the meeting and eat something. But really, I gotta medicate. You know, we got to chill and medicate, have some conversations, all very needed. And I got a little bit of this color done. Um, we'll finish this one, and it'll be perfect because I was really wanting to go, purple then green. Even though this is magenta, I still stand by like, come on now. That's like, I mean, from a distance, like over there, this actually does kind of look purple because, this is that color and then this is that color. So over there, it kind of looks more purple, especially next to the lighter purple, but I still stand by the magenta doesn't look like magenta. It looks like light purple. Um, but I wanted to, go purple and green. But there's plenty of this magenta left. I'm just like literally my stomach feels like it's eating itself. I'm so very medicated right now. I'm nicely relaxed. So I'm gonna go make myself something I can eat in the bath, probably like a sandwich or something. Put some of my peach tea in my tumbler. I purposely didn't pack up my tumbler because it has a lid. I can like sip on some things in the bathtub. But got a little bit done, and mainly the building is so secondary. Like just being in Club Kottontale and being able to chat and chill, and just the entity like is very calming and relaxing for me. And my life is always very chaotic, but right now it's especially chaotic with moving and everything. So, oh man. Hmm. So, until next time, which only the universe truly knows when that will be, I imagine I will for surely, like if for some reason I don't make content tomorrow, because today's Wednesday. Happy hump day, by the way. If for some reason I, don't pop in tomorrow and do a little contentery here in Minecraft, Friday, either during her nap or Friday evening before I pack up my PlayStation. Because that's just it, is I can pack up my PlayStation because I have a lovely laptop that I can watch my shows on. So I can literally have all of my room packed up and, ready to go to move Sunday morning, Saturday morning, and the only thing that will have to get packed, if you will, be my bedding, because I'm gonna sleep comfortably with my stuffed animals until the last moment, all my blankets and stuff like that. Um, and then my bed has to be taken apart. I pack up all my blankets and things, and I'm gonna leave my sheets. That was one thing I was thinking about with my bed. I was like, should I leave my sheet on it? Should I take it off? But I'm gonna leave my sheet on my bed for a couple reasons. It will protect my mattress, and I have a washer and dryer at my new home. I'll just wash my bedding when I get there. It'll be perfect. Nice new fresh bed at my new home. Or I might even just buy new sheets because I've been meaning to get. I only have literally one sheet that fits my bed, so I need to go back to Target and get this one. It was kind of expensive, but it was totally worth it. My stomach's being willing and calm for a moment for me to say my goodbyes, but it's like still grumbling, so it's like, bitch, don't get any ideas. You done. You need to go eat. You need to relax, which I'm gonna do because Rainbow's literally going down for a nap right now, so it's also very perfect. Kind of like my cocktails. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much to, yet again, my Mermian Wheels for popping in and chatting with me. But thank you, of course, to any incognito cocktails that are joining me or those watching this later on as posted content. I hope everyone has a phenomenal Wednesday. You definitely made my Wednesday much more enjoyable. This is the best I felt all day. So, per the use, Club Cottontail is exactly what we need. Um, so until next time, I love you, Murray. Until next time, that of course only the universe knows when that will be. Please always be kind to yourself and everyone else, and we will see you next time. Bye. Ooh.